everything comes out of like 1973.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really, in 1973 and earlier than that, you had two different cultures basically creating their own environment.
Gotcha.
You know, you had Herc and most of the blacks that were like into the house parties, and they had their certain style of music that they listened to.
Yeah.
And then you had the Puerto Ricans who listened to a lot of the rock music, a lot of that rumba turned salsa music, and we had our own little environment, and we would do like, you know, social club dances. We would do hooky jams in abandoned buildings. So we created a whole different environment when the jams wasn't being done outside.
Word.
You know, and in 1974, you start to see that you're starting to see it happening on an outside basis because of what Bam really kept going when Hurt left the scene.
Word.
Got
You understand? So more of the outside, you know, the outside jams really created an environment for us to come together. You know, I hung out with a lot of my black friends in school. But when school years were over, you know, the school year was over, they would go their way, we would go our way, and we never really socialized.
Word.
You know, but when these jams were happening more and more often, you know, in park jams and, you know, schoolyard jams, it allowed us to come together and extend what we had in school. So our ability to you know, mix the culture and learn more about what they are and how they moved and what moved them, and, you know, and what we brought to the table and how it moved them and how it inspired them. You know, it's just two cultures coming together.
Word.
To share, you know,
talking like.
Yeah.
So were the guys dancing to any soul music, like your James Brown?
Oh,
like
no,
your...
no question about that. The brothers were doing that.
Okay.
The brothers were doing that. You know what I'm saying? There is no question. You got to remember, there was no black and Puerto Rican shit. It was a community shit. You know what I'm saying? As much as we learned from their culture, right? They learned from ours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned how to ride a unicycle by my man Craig from next door when he brought